Absolutely.
Permit, we end up working with you and the inspection comes and they say something is not up to the code. You do code.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, we would correct it if there
Would
was
that
something.
cost any extra?
No, because it was done incorrectly, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we don't take the permit, then we there, whatever you guys do, we should be okay with that, right?
Yes,
So that's truly based on just on a trust, right?
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. Which is not bad.
No.
It's not bad. I'm just want to know what
Yeah.
I'm getting into and say, okay, I decide to go with that, and this
Right.
is, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if I do sell a house at some point and I don't do permit and I go with you guys and I get inspection for, you know, sell the house and something is not up to code, would you guys fix it in, or you once job is done, that's it?
I mean, everything would be to code, and if it weren't, then yeah, I would correct it.
Okay. I just want to make sure
Yeah,
that
before I do anything, I always, make sure that everything is up to par, especially on like the main thing, like in a bathroom or in a basement finish like that. I mean, really the only code things that you would run into are an egress window for a conforming bedroom. You'd have electrical things that would need to be up to code. And then outside of that, a bathroom, there's just certain like spacing requirements for fixtures. But there's really all that not that much that you run into. It's not like building a house where there's structural components.
Yeah, of course.
So, but yeah, no, everything would definitely be up to code. That's not a problem at all.
Okay, and who works with you?
So I do the vast majority of the work myself. There are some electrical plumbing contractors I work with, like wiring like that. I do a lot of stuff like that myself, but larger jobs I do hire out. I work with Cheney Services a lot for plumbing. There's a couple guys I work with for electrical. I usually don't do that large of a job of sheetrock, so I'll be finding someone to work with. I'm not sure who yet, but someone to finish out that sheetrock is just more than I care to do myself. I like sheetrock, but not that much. It's quite a bit of work down there, but I might hang it, but I'll probably have someone finish it, sand it.
Yeah. So you have a contractor, electrical, plumbing, and sheetrock. Is that what I heard, or?
That's what I would potentially be subbing out.
Okay.
And even, and I perform some of that myself too. It just kind of varies.
Yeah, it's just
on
varies.
the job.
Okay. How much that will impact on a date when it starts and when it finish? Are you in relationship with those contractors, like they're there for you, or are you working with them on a
right,
kind of all the time, or it's just?
Yeah, no, I mean, usually I find someone that works with my availability, and I've worked with a few people to where I can find someone that can squeeze me in, but usually they don't book out quite as far. It's not like, again, and it makes sense, someone like myself that performs a wide variety of tasks, it's not uncommon to book out several months or even a year for some people.
Yeah.
Versus you talk to a lot of trades like HVAC, plumbing, electrical, they sometimes usually can get to it within like a week or two, pretty easy.
Okay.
So that wouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he just finished building his second house, also a realtor, and also into that, and also knows people,
Yeah.
People knows people.
Yeah.
So if that comes an issue for you, to find someone or something, please feel comfortable to let us know. We
Sure.
can search on our outside also someone,
Okay.
because the point of all this is be done by the time it needs to be done, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that it's really important.
Sure.
So it's not like I heard a lot of stories and experience.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, sure, it will be done, sure, and then.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of horror stories with different contractors.
And then also, how is the charge goes? How you do charge?
So yeah, usually I would take, like on a job like this, where there's a variety of stages, I would just take draws. So maybe 25% up front to get a lot of material going, like before I do any work, just to get material ordered, scheduled for delivery. And then after that, probably every week or two, maybe make a small draw just as the work is being completed and in relationship to the percentage of what is agreeable that the job is complete or stages of the job. Because I think like in there, I usually itemize things on the estimate to where it would be easy to say, okay, the egress window is done. Let's square up on that. Oh, the bathroom's done. Let's settle up on that.
Okay.
So typically like that.
So you think those things can be done individually? Like it's not gonna be like working a little bit here, working a little bit there.
Sure, many things will be getting done, at the same time in some regards, but
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Okay.
There's the,
Yeah, I saw this, and I wonder about the electrical. I didn't see anything electrical on here on the estimate. So I wonder, what is the deal with electrical? As we are talking about that,
let me check real quick. I thought I had it
please do, yeah.
included maybe in the text of one of the things, maybe not. Sure enough, I guess I don't. Yeah, I'll be sure to update that. I can get that added.
Okay, thank you. And drywall material of 1,500, but drywall labor is 6,500. I'm a little bit shocked with the 6,500. Is there any way you can explain to me why the drywall labor come up to 6,500?
Well, there's a lot of square footage down there, to hang everything, finish everything.
So how many square footage you guys got to calculate in? Because I don't see here, it's just a drywall labor.
I did not write it down. I know I calculated it, and that's how I came up with that figure. I haven't checked with any local professionals, but I just came up with a number that would allow me to hire a local professional and make it worth my time,
Okay. I would like to see maybe how much square footage covered and at what price.
Sure.
And I'm not questioning, please don't understand me wrong. This is just like what I know for around that, and of course you have to make money. I'm clear with that as a sky. This is I'm not judging you here. I just want to see what I'm comfortable with here. Whether, you do have to make money. Why would you be here if you don't make money? So I know that I'm paying you because you're going to take care of all of that. I'm fine with that. It's just, it will be nice if we can get the square footage here.
Yeah, I will.
And the price.
I'll
Maybe we
double
can
check.
come up with someone who is cheaper and you can make some,
Sure.
and you sure can make money on top of that.
Yeah.
Because 6,500 is like,
Yeah.
Painting material. Yeah. So electrical and then that drywall. And the painting labor, that's another thing. What is a basement wall, ceiling, and trim? Consider painting all of it.
Right.
And how many hours that will be, I mean, I don't know, but again, it depends how many square footage is there. But to paint the basement with the material and labor, it came up to, good $3,500, which my brother-in-law, like I said, that just painted his house. Maybe if I offer, like I said, if I just get someone to you and say, hey, this guy will paint for that, and you can, talk to him and get you part in it, and we still get it cheaper, and you get your part in it.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
that'd
maybe
be
it's
fine.
good for your business for future. You
Yeah,
know.
that'd be fine.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
have a guy come to my house, paint my whole house outside, and I have a 3,500 square feet house, and it's seriously, what was it, $6,000? A
Mhm.
whole outside house.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Right.
So if we can get to something like that, I can give you a phone number, and you can call that guy and get
Sure.
us a little bit better deal
Yeah,
or
that'd be
something.
fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind things
Not
like
at
that?
all. And in fact, I mean, I'm always never opposed, and I'd always mention this to people. Anytime people are trying to save money, you can, the way that's itemized, you want to eliminate it and deal with someone yourself and not have me involved. That's fine too.
Yeah, no, I want you
You
to
know?
make money. I am clear as a day. If you're dealing and calling and you're responsible for
Sure,
that,
and I agree.
you have to
Right.
have your part. Why would you do for
Yeah,
free?
But
you
if
know?
I'm not doing all that,
Yeah.
and you would like to just deal with them yourself,
Yeah.
that's fine too.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you
Yeah,
very
I
much.
don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah, that's great. And then the bathroom, it came up to 10 grand, but I see, you know,
And that was another thing I wanted to mention because I just did an estimate for, measured, I haven't submitted it yet, but for another similar basement, where they're gonna have to put in a solids pump. And I'm gonna make a phone call to my plumber that I use sometimes and just get like a rough ballpark. Cause that's one that not that we have a contract or anything in place, but most of that I feel good about. You're not gonna see anything jacked up in price. There's nothing we can really run into down there, but that would be one that until I get a number from them, I was just going off general figures for like the national average for, cause I've done some basement finishing where you got a demo out at a waistline, but we're gonna have to put one of those solids pump. I don't think they're gonna be too expensive to put in, but I would like to double check with them, cause I'll do the demo work for them to save some money. Cause if they have to wreck into the concrete themselves, they charge you crazy for it, but I think I can save some money by doing that with us, our crew, and then just have them actually do the install for the solids pump and, run the waistline. I can run the supply lines.
Solid pump meaning waistline from the bathroom?
Yes. Yep. Where your waistline exits, I think we
we
looked
showed
at
that,
that
yeah.
downstairs, yeah. Where it exits, it doesn't exit low enough to do it into the slab, so what they do is they pump up the solids up to the waistline and out from there, but yeah, no, I'd like to call him and kind of just get a ballpark from him on that.
And on the drywall, what is the summary on the drywall is? I mean, do you understand what are we gonna do on the drywall? Labor and cost. We're gonna look at some other figures or
That's fine.
what are we gonna do on the drywall?
no, just see around, if some people can do cheaper, and then give him phone number and take care of from
Okay.
there. Like I said, I understand he needs to make money over it,
Uh-huh.
but if we can find someone who will do cheaper that, because he said he will hire someone for drywall.
Okay.
So this is, and that's like crazy amount of money. Consider that I have those people that paint whole thing outside, but drywall is different. And I know a friend of mine who put drywall up,
Mhm.
so I can call them and see, what they can do about it. It's just $6,500. Like, oh.
Yes.
But anyway, who knows? Maybe, COVID hit and prices went up. Who
Also,
knows?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know when
Yeah.
Inflation.
everybody's
Yeah.
rates are up.
Yeah.
Electricians are charging about $115 an hour. Plumbers are charging about $130 an hour.
Wow.
So I don't know if you shopped around in a while, but you might be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, I am definitely surprised.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't shop for a long time, but then I look around and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Except for teachers, everybody else is charging.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the bathroom material, does that mean you guys will get all this stuff, shower stall, vanity,
Right.
toilet, light fixture, plumbing, pump,
Right.
etc. But what that means for you guys, do you want to go and choose you shower and
Yeah, I do.
vanity and
I do.
toilet instead?
Go ahead and do that and submit it to me. That way I can double
Yeah.
check the numbers. Cause I just I think we mentioned, just went like middle of the pack. It's what most people want, just kind of an average.
Yeah.
So that's in the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom material is $42.50. And what is Essentra? What else you had in your mind there?
Just
Sewage ejector pump.
right, everything in between. Waste, PVC, glue, part, all the different components that make up that assembly. Your PEX fittings, your shower valve. I mean, I'm not gonna list all that out, but
Yeah.
everything else.
Okay.
So we will have to buy that separately. So that's gonna be taken out of there. How is that gonna work?
No, well, I mean, you could if you'd like to, and that would be fine. I could
Oh, you did on that?
subtract it out of there.
Okay.
But yeah, if you'd like to select it yourself, which I absolutely go
Yeah,
for
we
it.
can buy
Maybe just
bathroom stuff.
send it to me so I know for sure that it works with the figures that I ran.
Yeah.
Would you like to do it that way? What should
No, the only difference is this way they will choose what goes in your bathroom, and if you go shop for yourself, you can say I want this in my
Yeah.
bathroom.
I think if you don't mind, she'll be a lot
No,
happier, and
absolutely.
then she won't say anything to me after that because
No.
bathroom is gonna be with
I
that.
usually prefer people to
Thank
choose.
you.
It's more of an
Yeah.
allowance. of
Otherwise,
like-
once every week or a month, I may have to
Yeah.
get a lecture. Like, okay, because of you, this color doesn't
Right.
match. So
Yeah.
it may happen. You
I
never know.
lost it.
Thank you. So she can choose. Is that okay?
No,
And what is
absolutely.
the allowance
usually
for that
people do.
stuff? In 4,500 that you calculate, how much did you calculate for stall and toilet?
I
And,
don't have it written down. I just broke down all the different
oh, okay.
components and added it up, and that's what I came up with.
That'll. Women like shopping, so
Absolutely.
let her do that. Occupy her time. It's good. Sorry, but it might be good for us, for me.
No,
And,
I usually do it that way.
Yeah.
It's more of like a general figure for a budget, you know.
And she likes. I mean, she's very, very creative, and like she got the 2 bathrooms there, and she chose the tiles.
Oh yeah,
Both
she is
doors.
really.
Yes.
So the trim got trim doors and the fasteners. I guess trim, I know that's what goes down on the bottom. What do you mean by doors?
We're going to be installing a couple doors in that bedroom, right?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Oh, isn't that's not included in the bathroom labor and bathroom material, the doors?
No,
No?
I guess not.
Okay. So bathroom and the labor is separate from the materials of the door. Okay. So this 4250 that was there is basically for shower. What? Like a shower. I'll look at it.
For what, the bathroom material?
Yeah.
Yeah, just for, all the different plumbing components. I mean, some of those PEX fittings are $5-10 a piece, and you're gonna have multiple of those. All your waistline components, your pump, which that's kind of expensive, everything like that. There'll be concrete patching that'll be done with that. There'll be a jackhammer rental. There'll be,
That's the labor part.
right, but
Right.
yeah.
The material. Okay.
All right.
And then you're gonna be doing like a prefabricated shower, right?
What that means?
It's not gonna be tile. It's gonna be just a shower base with the acrylic or I think that's what we talked about downstairs.
Let's the lady decide on that.
Yeah, let's ask her what she wants.
She was thinking about what. I guess
Or
you.
do I
what,
have listed there? What it was? I think I had stand-up showers. What I have
yeah.
listed. So like a half shower, a stall
Shower stall.
would be a stand-up shower. Well,
So what did you calculate in? That will be just the shower to put it in, right?
yeah.
Is there? She's thinking like a standing shower. Can you buy that already prefabricated?
Yeah,
Right.
that's what he
Yeah,
calculated.
that's what I priced.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. So you can choose that. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. And so how many people works with you? It's just yourself?
Usually, I have me and 1 to 2 guys, depending on the job I'm doing and, you know, what we're working on, but
So if you get sick or something, what are you gonna do in that case?
I'm not allowed to. Doesn't happen very often.
But what it does, let's just plan for scenario what it does.
And depending on, I mean, I usually line people out and they can kind of work without me.
Oh, okay.
Now, what about electrical? What did we decide? We have to look, you're gonna look at your electrical?
Yeah, let me double check that. I might have missed it. Because I usually something like that, I lump it in with a, you know, usually I have it on an itemized thing of just kind of anything that didn't fit in its own category, just other tasks to be completed, and I didn't do that on that, so I might have forgot it.
Yeah, that happens.
So I'll double check.
So if we go into that electrical, that means outlets, lighting, all that,
And the wire, yeah.
and the wire, all that is included, right?
Mhm.
Labor,
Mhm.
material,
Right.
yeah, that's what you're gonna go for.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I
thank
had a
you.
lot of question. I didn't record you. I'm trying to now, go back in my head. Because we don't have a whole basement, but we do have a space that needs to be framed and drywall and all that.
And we do have a list of all the material for the bathroom that she's gonna have to go look, right?
Yeah.
Material.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, really, all you need to shop for is I forget.
Vanity,
You're doing a
toilet,
full
and-
bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, your shower, prefabricated shower. And
Basin.
you weren't wanting the tub, right? You were wanting just the shower base,
Yeah.
stand up,
Just stand up, yeah.
and
that's
then
fine.
the surrounds,
Uh-huh.
and then a toilet and a vanity, and then lighting, things like that.
Right.
You know, if you want grab bars, if you want whatever towel bars, toilet paper holder, anything like that, any accessories for the.
And then let us know, please, how much did you calculate for that? What is our budget? Because you had a 45 down.
Sure. Yeah. For
let
those
us know.
items.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was a pump and etc. So let us know how much of those 4,500 did you calculate
Right.
this for?
Okay.
And then they can stay in the budget if that makes sense.
Yep.
Sure.
And if they can get to it, to that price, maybe just go with you, whatever you find your stuff. Okay, so we'll see drywall, electrical, and then the bathroom, we'll see about that too, right?
Mhm.
And also, please let us know if you get into it, that you have some issues with some of those people, then we can search on our outside too, just to have it complete, by the time,
So we can start sometime around February, like.
Yeah, that should work for me. Yeah.
and you work Monday to Friday, right?
Yep. Yeah, and depending on what we're doing, I mean, and as long as it's not an issue for you guys, I mean, we work late sometimes, to get projects done quicker if necessary.
Yeah.
So.
So about what time in February you're thinking?
Let me think about that for a minute. I'm in the middle of a deck project right now. I got another week and a half on it, and then I'm starting 3 bathroom projects after that. One will probably take about 2 weeks, the other 2 about a week and a half each, so 4, 5.5 weeks. So, I don't know, early to mid-February probably.
Sure.
How long is gonna take, will take you to finish the project?
Let's see, give me just a second. Usually on something this size, I mean, between the egress window, the bathroom, the framing, the sheetrock, the painting. And then we never did discuss anything on flooring. Are you thinking about just leaving the concrete?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, they have some cool products where you can just paint it and add a top coat.
Mm-hmm.
Concrete's bomb-proof, so I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I did in my basement. I would recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Very cheap to do it that way, and it looks nice. But yeah, I don't know. I think between everything, I would count on, you know, a good 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Please be generous. Even if
probably-
you said 6 weeks and you finish in 3 weeks, that's awesome.
Right,
But don't
right.
say 4 weeks and then finish it in a 6.
Right, right, right.
It does not matter how
Right,
long it will
right,
take.
right.
It
6
just
weeks we
needs
can
to
live
be
with.
done
Yeah.
at that
Well,
time.
count on 6 weeks then, but you know, as far as what I am anticipating, I'm hoping for around 4.
Good,
But
good,
Okay.
good. That's
So
good.
there is
count
another
on
question.
6, worst
Yeah.
case. You know, if there's any scheduling issues with the
Mhm.
sheetrock
Right,
contract or anything, but
Flu
So
season.
step 1 will be what?
framing.
Framing. And then step 2?
And then, well, kind of alongside step 1, because there will be a little bit of scheduling, there's a concrete cutting guy that I hire. I do sub that out on egress windows. I'll excavate that area for that window well. I wouldn't mind looking at that before I leave too. I didn't
Sure.
poke my head around here to see if there was any potential issues where that window is,
Mm-hmm.
or where we were wanting to cut that hole in for that egress
Sure.
window. If there's any, like, you know, if your gas meter or anything that might
Yeah,
be
it
an
is
issue
there.
when I excavate. It is
Uh-huh.
near it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and then the third step?
So after framing, I mean, we can kind of probably get everything laid out in that bathroom, so that I can, again, work alongside the plumbers and go ahead and demo out that slab where necessary, have them do their thing while I run electrical and maybe supply lines, and so get all the trades done. And if there's any HVAC that needs done to, you know, supply, I forget how it's set up down there, but maybe there's if there needs to be supplies ran for certain rooms for, you know, just for heating and air down there.
Okay.
I forget how it's ran right now. Maybe they're already set up to
I
where.
think it is already
I think
set
it
up,
might
but
be.
you can go and check.
Sure, but if it needs done,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff needs done before
Mhm.
sheetrock. So just getting all the, you know, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, everything
Uh-huh.
like that.
After this is the sheetrock.
Mhm.
And then paint.
Yep.
Okay.
And millwork,
And,
you know, doors, trim, all that.
All this included is stairs is included, right?
The stairs.
Mm-hmm.
For
The stair needs to cover.
I think, let me look at it again. I think we talked about that, but it's
Uh-huh.
it's been a minute since we discussed this. So let me just double check.
Sure. Go ahead. For sheetrock, 5 paint.
There's a light switch right there. Uh-huh.
Oh yep. I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Yeah, we were planning on right.
It's included,
included,
everything
yes.
included.
Now, you also wanted to see the egress window from that
From
side?
outside.
Oh,
From outside.
Inside separate.
I wanted to see it outside.
On the outside.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's on this side.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, I guess. It's in that back corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to go from this way and
Yeah.
then outside. If he wants to do the sheetrock, we can give it to him. And paint, me and my kids will do it. I'm not gonna pay him for paint. If my kids don't do it, I will do it. It's fine. So,
That's
he-
$2,500 paint.
so I just go buy the paint and do it on my own schedule. I don't have any rush.
Yeah.
And that's will help me definitely. And so these 3 steps, I have to hire him for this. Now, we have to tell him up front, or when he's done, like, okay, don't do it further. How does it should work?
You should take a couple days to think over that.
Yeah, I'm not telling him now.
Mhm.
When we give him the work, before that we can tell him that, okay, this thing you do, this thing we will do better. We're not gonna tell him that we are giving it to somebody.
Come.
Sorry.
Hmm.
How you doing?
Okay.
It's just so many questions. You have a people who are not really experienced and
Right.
have not much knowledge, so we have so many questions, and because it does cost a lot of money, and we are
I
aware
understand.
that you have to make money. There's no question about that. Why would you be here?
Right.
It's just how we can please
Yeah.
Yeah.
get much as we want and get the cheapest, like it's your goal too when you go grocery shopping.
I understand.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how are we gonna get this to
And-
work out?
And the way some people are, she knows, but me, my dad built a house in India when he was 17. When my mother went, I went, they didn't tell me. My mother went after his death. They said, your husband built this house when he was 17.
Wow.
And here I am, have no clue about any house because each person is different.
Yeah.
She knows. I don't know anything about house. I just know, okay, this is how a house looks like. And the
Yeah.
architect, that's it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so yeah, sorry for my ignorance, but.
Don't
You
worry.
do know a lot. You do know a lot. You know a lot. And that is very useful to pay for. How about that?
Hopefully Joe Biden will pay.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. Good luck with that.
Right.
So anyway, I have no more questions myself. I think I got a lot of now if my husband does have questions, do you mind if we call you, email you, text
That's
you?
fine.
What is the way of communication you
Regarding this project or?
regarding not this project, regarding our project?
Okay.
They probably, I don't know if how they communicate with you.
I have his number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a call.
So is a call, text, email, what do you prefer?
Text probably best. Call is also good, but if I'm I'm working with my hands all day, running power tools, so pretty high probability you'll get called back either when I'm at lunch or in the evening.
No hurry, I just want to know what is your
But either
preference.
evenings is good for phone calls. That's fine. If it's a lot to discuss, that's nice and quick. Let's
Yeah.
get it all over with rather than text back and
Yeah.
forth 10 times.
Yeah. Lots of companies do answering
But
phone.
email's the worst for me for sure. I
Emails.
check it once in the morning, and I'm
Good.
not the
It's
best.
good not to check email every 10 minutes because it can cause problems in the heart.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people do answer phone calls, after 5. Like
Yeah.
they work till 5 and they
Right.
can't. And then after 5, they spend half an hour just answering,
Mhm.
They
calling this
are
phone
and
call.
we are just one family. You can think like that. That's one family done.
Yeah.
We might live in 2 different houses, but we are one family.
I don't know if you understand that, but that's how it works. We do not share husbands. That's the only thing
Or
we don't
wives.
share. Or the wives. Everything else is shared.
Yeah.
Kids grow up together and the stuff.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't have any question. I think I got my husband went through this. He looked into it too. Saeed, you had a conversation with Russ about it. And I had conversation with my husband. He could not make it tonight. So I will go talk to him because he have a couple of those questions, how about this, how about that?
And you
Why
live
is
here in
this, why
Lawrence
that?
as well.
Oh yeah, just like 15 minutes from here, Inverness Drive. Do you know where Inverness? Yeah, it's a Turnberry off the Turnberry off the Inverness.
Okay.
Do you know where that street
Yeah,
is?
I've done some work over there.
Yeah. Oh really? Hey, by the
I don't
way.
know where at in Inverness. I know it goes like north and
Yeah,
south.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I know I've done a few projects around there.
Do you have any pictures that would be very helpful,
I
or
have
like a work
tons
you
and
do?
tons of pictures. That'd be
May
usually
I
pretty
see
good. Sure. What do you want to see exactly?
Actually, do you mind forward to me
No,
so
that's
I can
fine.
show him like what you're gonna do down there if you did somewhere basement, drywalls, framing, things like that. How you did it?
Finishing a
couple-
basement.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that would be nice. Or a room. We have
Yeah.
a room in a basement. Also, that needs. I mean, you have room in the basement, but yeah, we are not gonna go for the bathroom. But I would like to see that because we do have a bathroom in the
Sure.
basement. That it might be. It might be sometimes.
Yeah.
work for that too, but
Is that on your Facebook page you sent me? Or?
I update some stuff to that. I take pictures of everything, but some stuff I don't feel worthy
Sure.
of posting on social
Right.
media.
But if you send, you can send both of us. My brother, who is in Phoenix, he wanted to look at some
Pictures?
pictures too.
Okay, yeah, so I'll send them to both of you guys.
Yeah.
thank you. Or send it to
You
Saeed,
will
he can
learn what
forward
his
to me.
family is
Do you
all
want to
about.
put your contact
Yeah.
information in there?
Send it to Saeed, and then Saeed can
Oh,
send
he'll
it
send
to
it to
me.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. He can.
Okay.
You're gonna talk to Russ anyway,
Okay,
so
I will
you
do
send
that.
him pictures.
Sure.
Yeah, now you will learn the family.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bakery. I was talking about bakery. So I know business. I told you bakery. Somebody started a Mexican bakery.
I
in
know
Haskell.
there is
I
a
wanna
two
show you-
more
Yeah.
now. I
I
know.
want to show you something. I would like it later in future for my backyard.
Sure.
Do you want to see?
I want to know something about you, though. We told you all about ourselves, but I want to be comfortable with who I am letting in my
Mhm.
house. So I know if you want to know anything about our family, I'm open to talk. But who you are?
I'm Howie Heidemann. I'm from a small town about an hour and a half from here, Seneca.
What's
Kansas?
called?
Seneca, Kansas. It's
Seneca?
it's a little town.
Uh huh.
Most people haven't heard of it, but
Okay.
anyway, grew up there. All my family's still in that area. Always liked Lawrence. Just a big fan of the town. A lot of good people here, and I got into remodeling probably more than anything because I'm just attracted to the architecture and things like that. And there's some beautiful old homes here, and I just was always interested in it. So I moved here, went to Washburn Tech Trade School, just a 1-year program for building technology. Graduated there, and then moved here afterwards, and was commuting to Kansas City for a few years. Got to learn from. That was a great position there. The guy that I worked for, he was partners with John McDonald, who founded Boulevard Brewery, and
In Kansas City, by
yeah,
Southwest Boulevard.
if you've ever been there, we did like almost all the finished carpentry there. On the 4th floor beer hall, that was the last project. One of the last projects I did before I left and went out on my own. But yeah, it was really cool. It's like a lot of reclaimed gym flooring. They had shipped like in a truck a bunch of gym floor that they salvaged from a school in North Carolina, and we ripped it apart and sanded the edges and put it together for like banquettes and bar tops and drink rails and stuff like that. But a lot of really neat projects there in the west. If you're very familiar with Kansas City, like the west side's that's where John lives, and it's like kind of the eclectic, rich neighborhood. Artsier people, not like Brookside old money. It's kind of the new money. But anyway, we did a lot of work over there, Columbus Park, and a little bit in Brookside.
So what part of West Side are you talking about? Like Mission West?
No, not like in actual Kansas City, Missouri. So
By the
like
West Bottoms?
East of there a little bit. There's a neighborhood actually called the West Side, and it would be it's like the northwestmost neighborhood in relationship to the river. It's kind of west of like the River Market, but not as west as West Bottoms. Although we did a lot of work over there in the East Bottoms too. Yeah, Jamie's office was in the East Bottoms.
Oh.
Which is where, in fact, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, it's better how it wound up, but it used to be their office and where they staged all their tools and lumber, but, Rieger's distillery in the East Bottoms.
Yeah.
That
They had
used
the
to be-
stockyards.
Yeah, that used to be Jamie Jeffries, that was like his stockyard for all his lumber,
Right.
but it's a really neat building.
Yeah.
It's better as a distillery. They kind of were using that basement,
Right.
for their corn mash and all that for
Not-
quite a while.
And now they're building these high rises all around.
Oh, in the east,
More.
but really,
Yeah.
wow,
More will come.
yeah,
So
that's wild.
If you're doing it in Lawrence, I'm sure you go to the city or go to the bank, get a loan, and
Yeah,
you can do it.
That's
You
what I'd
know how
like
to
to
do
do eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
eventually
we
do it.
did a lot of new construction. They're
Yeah.
ground up homes. Not quite ready for that stress. I'd like to, before I do it for customers, do it like on my own, like maybe build spec homes, just
Right.
build them myself, not have to deal with the client relations on top of that complicated process and just sell them.
build a high rise with shops.
Not a high rise, just
shops
homes,
in the
just
bottom
homes,
and
you know, just
stuff like that.
custom homes. Yeah, we would
Make a
build,
lot of money.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, trying to think of the streets, Madison Street, like 17th and Madison, and anyway, there was, you know, we got to do some cool ground up builds in that area.
Ah, good. And he has a wife.
Yep, just got married
So
today.
how you end up in Lawrence? You just came for the school to go or
Washburn.
what?
It just seemed like it was, I don't know, where I grew up, it wasn't quite home for me, you know.
Oh, my
Lawrence